Hi there.
Sorry, I was looking for Beverly Baucom.
Well, this is our office. I'm Trent Weaver.
Oh, Mr. Weaver,
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you. I'm
Pleasure to
Jonathan
meet you.
Riviere, ADB Payroll.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, mind if I grab a seat real
Yeah,
fast?
please do. Please do.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'd take a card. I'd like one from you as well.
I don't have one on me. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's go grab a cup of coffee, and I'll give you a nickel tour of the building,
Of
and
course.
then we'll sit down and just kind of chat. So just tell you what, leave your stuff there. Come on, let's go get a cup of coffee.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm already kind of jittered as it is. Last thing I wanted to do.
Well, I need coffee, or at least some water. So come on, let's go.
Perhaps I can meet you after I see Beverly over. I'm pretty.
Beverly, you know what, Beverly? I forgot to tell you. Beverly texted me that she's sick today.
Oh, I'm sorry to
She
hear that.
scheduled 3 meetings and said, "Would you please take them?" And I said, "I'll do it." So, anyways, it's going to be you and me today. But let's go do a tour. I'm gonna get some coffee, and then we'll go chat.
Well, to be honest with you, sir, I want to really supplement our conversation with the coffee afterwards too. If you give me the chance to give you some good things to talk about.
No, yeah, but I want some coffee, and if not coffee, I want at least some water. So, come on with me. Let's go.
All right, let's grab something.
Yeah, you bet. All right, right here. And as you can see, we got about 30,000 square feet in our building. You know what? We didn't have any coffee, but I've got some water. Have a seat. This is my office here.
I'm so sorry.
I've got a pen right here.
Yeah, just want to make sure I have everything for you.
I've got a pen right there.
Okay.
We're good to go. Sorry. I just want to sit and talk. So Beverly, hold on. Here's in case you want some water.
Thank you so much.
They're always out of coffee whenever I get to the pot. But so you're supposed to meet with Beverly. She's kind of my detail person, bookkeeper person. Typically what happens is she meets with them, and then she likes them. She kind of moves on. But because she's out, and this is something we're looking at, I decided to keep the meetings. I met with our accounting firm this morning who does our quarterly taxes, and I'm going to meet with somebody after you that she had scheduled. So she kind of booked up my morning. But
it keeps you busy.
anyways, it's kind of a backwards role here. I tend to just want to get to know you and more about you personally, and bless you.
Have you always kind of been like in this promotional role, or?
Yeah, I've been in the promotional business for 20 years. So awesome. I started the company 20 years ago, and we've just kind of grown over the years and that sort of thing. Beverly's been my office manager for 17 years.
That's fantastic.
And so, anyways, we just plug. We make T-shirts, do embroidery. We wrap vehicles, 18-wheelers, trucks, vans, and then we do.
I have a lot of respect for your industry because you definitely have your hands full. And I mean, the reason I ask, I wasn't always in business consulting. I was actually a music major before I got into this business kind of thing. And I just remember endless hours in a practice room.
Yeah.
I mean, working on my voice or practicing my cello, which was taller than me at the time.
How about that? Sure.
And I remember thinking, I want to get back to what's important to me, which is my craft and my audience.
Wow.
So at Pops Promotions, who would you say your audience is?
Oh, our audience is really anything from a mom and pop company, to large corporation. So, we there's a collegiate sales competition, that we supply products for and have been for the last 19 years. And, we buy 1,000. We supply 1,000.
I gotta go get an allergy pill real fast. I want to make sure. I need to get an allergy pill real fast. I want to make sure I can make sure our conversation's all right.
No, you need an allergy pill?
Yeah, I got one in my bag real fast.
Okay.
So sorry about that. I'm not used to Georgia pollen, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Here, let me see this.
I'm saving this for later.
I know, but we don't need that stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we don't need that stuff. I'm here to talk. I like to just talk. We're about to break stuff.
So ideally, ADP is a payroll company.
Yeah.
And I brought some materials to kind of walk through an agenda with us today, and I wondered if that was all right to you to see if I can learn more about Pops Promotions.
Sure.
See where you guys are now, where you want to be next year.
Yeah.
I'll give you a quick background on what ADP does and how I serve my clients. See if we can present some value to one another, and then discuss some next steps.
So how long have you been with the company?
You worry about my experience or my work ethic?
Maybe both. Do I need to be worried about both?
It's all one and the same. I've been with the company for about 2 years now.
Okay.
I got recruited right out of college, went through a very rigorous training program, and I graduated in the top 10 of my class. So if it's
Congratulations.
If you don't mind me asking, as far as the decision-making process goes, are you and I the team right now, or should someone else be here?
Well, I'm certainly part of the process, but I'm gonna look to Beverly.
Okay.
She's gonna be the one that whatever role she may play in it. Again, she handles payroll now, and so if there's a function that she serves, when we begin to outsource it, then she'll do the nuts and bolts of it.
Fantastic.
But I'm certainly going to putting a stamp of approval on whichever direction we go.
Great. And if I provide a cost-effective and easy-to-use solution for you today, would you be interested in implementing soon, or what gets your timeline looking like?
Well, I mean, we're going to evaluate it. You know, I mean, we be honest with you, met with our accounting firm this morning. You know, they do our quarterly taxes, and you know, they made a nice pitch, and we've been working with them for 7 years. So, quite honestly, I mean, I almost canceled the next 2 meetings, and you know, we worked with them for a while, and they said they could handle the payroll as well as just the quarterly taxes.
So if you could assign one word to a company that you're looking to partner with, what would that be? What are you looking for?
One word?
One word.
Man. Trust.
Trust.
There we go. We'll get that.
It's a loud sneeze. All right. So ideally, just so I kind of understand what we're dealing with here, how many employees are you using currently?
We have about 40 employees.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And are you paying them hourly, salary? Is there kind of a mixture of the two?
Yeah, mostly hourly.
Okay.
And then, we have a few administrative that are salary.
All right. And with the payroll, are you taking care of that, or is that a Beverly thing? I know she's the office manager.
That's a Beverly thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you cutting out checks for every week, bi-weekly?
Bi-weekly.
All right.
Yeah.
So make sure I get all my ducks in a row here for you.
Sure.
You don't mind if I take some notes in front of you, right?
Not at all.
Absolutely. Thank you. So do you have any insight on how Beverly takes care of payroll?
We use QuickBooks.
QuickBooks? Okay.
Yeah, for all of our financials.
And are you satisfied with it?
You know, I mean, we've been using it for quite a long time. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you know, it was one of those things where we, you know, probably right before the recession, you know, we were looking to maybe outsource payroll. And then when the recession hit, we lost a lot of revenue and sales. So we just decided not to have any additional expenses of outsourcing. But we're growing again, and things are moving forward. So we're revisiting this. Beverly's asked, could we free up some time, because she handles other
time
things.
Is something that you're looking for.
For Beverly.
Understood. She's pretty busy?
Oh, yeah, very much.
So with that, I mean, doing payroll takes time. There's no getting around it. I understand that if you're logging the hours from A to B, from logging the hours, comprising the data, cutting the checks, how much of her day is eaten up by just payroll?
Well, I mean, every 2 weeks. I mean, because it's not every day, but every 2 weeks she spends probably an hour on Thursday, and then probably another hour and a half on Friday. You know, with final implementation and handing out checks. Yeah.
About 3 hours every 2 weeks. That's 6 hours a month.
Yeah.
Okay. So really, we're looking at 72 hours a year just on payroll for Beverly. All right, definitely want to revisit that. How are you guys keeping track of your hours right now?
We've got a time clock system.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind? Badges or PIN number?
They actually just kind of key it into the computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Web-based. Do you ever have any issues with buddy punching? I mean, typically with individual passcodes, it's not an issue, but I just want to cover all our bases here.
You know, I mean, I've been in this 20 years, and certainly there's you know, people punching in for other folks. You know, I mean, in our handbook it says, you know, they're not allowed to do that, and you know, we remind them of it, particularly new employees.
So you have an employee handbook, though.
Oh, sure.
Good on you. That avoids a huge fine. So definitely good on you for the preventative measures.
If you can find it for us, then that'd be better.
Yeah. Are you looking to make a new one?
No, we just, you know, I mean, like I said, we're a small company, and I mean, we give everybody a copy of the handbook. Beverly probably knows where it is. So. Do
you guys have it online, or is it just a literal book?
Yeah, it's a literal printed
family Bible. It's just kind of there.
We print it out and we hand it to them.
Understood. Thank you. So, in addition to things with handbooks or also with the payroll, ADP serves our clients in a multitude of other ways. With QuickBooks, it's my understanding that they have a very competitive price, and I'm quite happy with that. However, they don't offer HR services in the same light that ADP does. One of those services is also tax compliance. So help me understand, how are you guys keeping up with the ever-changing tax codes, especially with today's economy?
The tax codes, we rely on the accountant, you know, to update us in whatever form or fashion. Again, as it relates to payroll, you know, that's the primary function we're trying to dish off today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. So we'll leave a happy face by the accountant if you're happy with that. Do you have a price for me as far as what you have financially invested in QuickBooks?
About every 5 years, I'd tell you about $5,000.
Okay, so $1,000 a year?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you're quite satisfied with things other than payroll, so your HR benefits, are you providing benefits for your employees?
We do not. So we're under 50 employees. We're not mandated to do that, and so we just we were supplying it, but when the past presidents came in, I mean, our premiums went through the roof, and we just couldn't afford, you know, to have health insurance within the company.
Well, talk to me about that. Are you looking to grow? Because you've had a very successful company for the past 20 years.
Sure.
Whether it's vertical or horizontal.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to bring on some more people, would you want to take that avenue?
I mean, well, we know capacity-wise and equipment-wise, machine-wise, we know that we can grow about $1 million without necessarily crossing over that 50-person threshold. I think when we got to that threshold, if we had the opportunity to take on some accounts, contracts, then we would revisit. Probably by that time we can afford a full-time HR person, which is required when you cross 50. So
you've done your homework. I appreciate that as a consultant. Thank you. It makes my job a little easier.
There you go.
So thanks for that.
Well, I know a few things just having been in business for 20 years.
So we talked about payroll, what you're doing with it, how much it's costing you. I want to revisit the handbook as well.
Okay.
That's a pretty hefty fine if you don't have it then and there and ready to go and distributed to all your employees.
Right.
Past year I saw a lawsuit come back around for $10,000. I really want to see if we can avoid that, especially with your growth. You mentioned you're happy with the taxes and the HR, so you shared some really good numbers with me. I want to share a few with you if that's okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to slide closer if that's all right.
Sure.
First of these is 1 in 6. You mentioned trust in the beginning was very important. 1 in 6 American employees are paid with ADP payroll processing. So our name is on their checks and our name is on their bank accounts.
So you guys are pretty big.
You hit the nose on the head there. So of our 600,000 employees, 2/3 of them are actually small and medium businesses only. So between 2 and 50 employees, that's where I come into play. That's what I consult for. So yes, we're large, but we specialize in companies of your size. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So the last thing I want to share with you is our retention rate. We're cruising at the highest we've ever been, which is a 95% retention rate. Now, a question for you: if you think our clients and the businesses, large and small, that we deal with, didn't trust us, would we be able to achieve a number like that?
No, I think it'd be quite difficult.
It is, and I take a lot of pride in my work, and I like getting to talk to you guys. So I had prepared some things in my materials, but since I'm not here right now, would you be interested in me kind of walking you through how we take care of payroll at ADP?
Just tell me about it. I mean, I'm an audio guy, so I mean, I'll let you do the nuts and bolts with Beverly and give her the dog and pony show. So what makes you guys special?
That was a fantastic question, and I'm a huge fan of like visual and audio together to kind of get to the best aspects of the brain. But I think what makes us special.
So you're saying I don't have those aspects?
No, I'm saying I want to provide you with all the value you have to make any decisions for your business.
Okay, cool.
So ideally, are you good with me just explaining, or you prefer me that I show you a prepared demo?
No, I'm just here. Just tell me what you guys do.
All right. Well, first off, we take a lot of pride in our time labor management. So you mentioned the web-based entry. We have telephone entry.
Yeah.
So I understand you guys stay busy. Do you have a lot of outside salespeople?
We've got quite a few. By quite a few, we've got about 5 or 6.
Okay.
So we're a regional company, but I'd tell you 80% of our sales come within 100-mile radius of Atlanta.
So a good amount of businesses enjoy the mobility factor of ADP. Whether you can put it right on your phone. We talk about buddy punching. We have a biometric time clock where you cannot check in or out without your thumbprint. You can remember a buddy's passcode, you can take their badge card, but it's going to be pretty hard to get their thumb without somebody noticing. Do you agree?
Yeah. Security thing, I think that's all great. We're trying to outsource payroll and see if we can save Beverly some time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll get right into payroll then.
Okay. Where
those hours go is right into our ADP Run mobile app. Now it is a desktop client, so I see you have computers in your office. Right. You can use that there as well. But let's say Beverly's on the road, or you're an outside salesperson, or whatever she's doing, she can pull out her phone, an iPad rather, and go through the payroll. So it's very descriptive. On the very first page, you have pretty much a list of your employees here. And here's what's great. It's a happy medium between salary and hourly.
Okay.
Follow? After that, you can click on them, see how much they got paid. If you want to take out sick hours, like Beverly is home right now, or miscellaneous things, commission, any of those aspects you use, you can input in a column that's right here on the right-hand side.
Okay.
From then, you approve it, and it goes right into the calculating. This is why accountants love me.
So, we're not using our time clock system. Are we using one of yours?
Ideally, it comes with the process. We do offer different packages that come with it.
Yeah.
Ideally, I think it would be a lot easier, but are you telling me you're really comfortable with your time process?
Well, no, because we're talking to you today.
Yeah, the buddy punching concerns me, and a lot of people don't understand this.
Yeah, but let's take away buddy punches. We're not dealing with buddy punches today. Okay, we're just dealing with saving time, saving my bookkeeper time so she can focus on other things.
If time is your main priority today, which is what I'm understanding, using our time labor management is going to get you the quickest results when it comes to an efficient payroll processing system.
Okay. Cool.
May I continue?
So does this auto-populate?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The numbers are there and ready to go as soon as you open up the page.
Okay.
Seem convenient?
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you'll trust me, I'll move on here. After that,
I'm just asking questions.
And you're doing a great job.
So I mean, I'm just, we're trying to, I understand you got a process, but if I've got a question, I mean, I'm just, I don't mean to hold you up.
Oh, absolutely not. I just want to make sure if trust is your number one priority, that I can make sure I can alleviate all of those concerns.
Okay, cool.
So moving on from that, it withholds the taxes for you. So the accountants that usually do that for you, it's already there for it. ADP is not here to replace accountants. We're here to make their job quicker and more cost effective. It updates automatically when the tax codes update, so you're never behind on compliance.
Okay.
If there ever is an issue, we take the fault for it. We'll pay any fees or anything that we messed up on and make sure you're not held accountable for any of those mistakes on ADP's part.
Okay.
Is that kind of comfortable for you?
Yeah, I mean, sounds like you've got some services and benefits behind, making the payroll process efficient. So
I'm happy to hear that. So there's a button right here on this page. That's my favorite button.
Okay.
It's the direct deposit button. Are you employing that right now with your employees?
Probably out of the 40, 35 at direct deposit. The other 5, like their checks because they like to go cash them at lunch.
Great.
Yeah.
So we do both.
Okay.
Ideally, with the direct deposit, it goes right into their account, but we also can send you checks to disperse as well.
Right.
So after that, when you've checked everything, I know visibility is very important to a manager, you can approve it, and that's payroll. On average, we've taken our metrics in the system. It takes about 10 minutes for a manager with 45 employees to go through payroll.
Okay.
Okay. So how are you feeling about this so far? I
It
wasn't an art major, so you're gonna have to forgive me.
But you said about how long for Beverly to process that?
About 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's the rule of thumb is don't undersell, or undersell and over deliver.
I'm always big about making sure I present you with value.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I think she'll find some of this stuff interesting, and
Great.
I think it'll be, which we got the other folks to meet with, but I think it'll be up to you to convince her that you guys are the best solution. Because again, she's the one that I trust. I mean, if she'd been with me for a year, I'd be a lot more heavily involved. But I've turned a lot of this over. I mean, I'm trying to just get comfortable with you and get comfortable with ADP. The processes, I'm enjoying hearing about them and seeing hearing what they can do. But it's really going to kind of be up to Beverly.
Great. So if it's all the same to you, the vibe I'm getting from you, you're feeling pretty comfortable with this as far as the payroll system and what we can bring.
There seem to be some some good benefits and services. Sure.
Would you be interested in accompanying me? Maybe when Beverly gets back in, we can show her what we've talked about.
I think you can. Yeah, I mean, if I can be there, great. But I mean, I think I kind of get the gist.
I mean,
of what
I can
you
bring
guys do.
Time.
I mean, you guys are a pretty large company. I know you say you've got a 95% retention rate. I think that's pretty good. If not really good. But I mean, it's really going to be Beverly and freeing her up to go do the other things that I need her to do.
Do you know when she might be back? I'm free most mornings.
Well, I mean, I would tell you to shoot an email to her.
Okay.
And or call her and leave her a message. But if she's not back by tomorrow, most people aren't sick more than a couple of days. But hopefully by Wednesday she'd be back, and then you could schedule a meeting from there.
Yeah, my allergies are absolutely killing me. Why don't I just stop by Wednesday afternoon, pop in, see if you're still here, and we can run some things by her if she's around. And if not,
your allergies are killing you.
Oh yeah, I'm not used to the pollen.
Yeah, it's I took shots for years for those whenever I moved out here, so it gets a little bit better.
How do you feel about Wednesday afternoon? Can I stop by?
No, I think you just need to email her and confirm it with her, because when she comes back, she's probably going to have more on her plate. So, again, it's not about me. You can see I'm a 30,000 foot view guy here, trying to get to know you. So you said you've been with the company how long?
Been in the company about 2 years. I wanted to ask you a quick question, if that's all right.
Sure.
Because with Beverly, your job, you want to make sure that she stays free, and that can take some time, and make sure that she has the best tools possible to succeed in your company. Is that what I'm understanding?
I want to expedite payroll and free up her time.
Fantastic. 2 goals I feel like I can achieve. This right here is the word implication with my signature. I have a really nice demo that I want to show Beverly. By getting your signature, it just allows me to take your name, your employees, put that in the demo, so that way it's customizable. The benefit of this is she can say, I like how Pops Promotions looks through this interface. I don't like how Pops Promotions looks through this interface. You can make an educated decision.
Okay.
You'd be open to that?
To do a demo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, if you've got a form, just send it to me, email it to me, okay? And if I'll read through it. If I feel like my attorney needs to read through it, I just don't ever sign anything if it's got a lot of detail. But I understand what you're saying. I'd love for you to be able to give her a demo in a real world setting, with our employees. But I'll take a quick look at it and then sign it and email it back over to you.
I appreciate that. And of course, I didn't bring a contract with me today at all.
Sure.
It's not like that.
Sure.
This is just a permission to put Puffs Promotions in my demo, and I really want to give her the best promotion possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I mean, you can gather that info from her. And
that's what we'll do then.
Yeah, we'll go from there.
Thank you.
All right, you bet.